Sorry about that, guys. Guess we'll leave it on the low volume. So, long time no see. I do apologize. Things have been very busy lately. A lot of it's due to working in retail over Christmas and New Year's and all that. But we're finally starting to get back to normal as far as hours and all that kind of fun stuff. It's been kind of fun today and the next couple days because I'm working in cosmetics all by myself. Of course, that's not the big thing. The big thing was for a little over a week, about a week or so ago, I ended up working the cosmetics department for like over a week by myself because my coworker took vacation, and so that was definitely interesting. Had to do a lot of stuff that I'd never done before by myself, and so, but I think I did pretty good. So anyway, work is going fine as usual. It's just kind of the same old business. But I did want to update you guys on a couple things. Well, first off, I made a New Year's resolution to do my best to this year at least start working on the process of getting something of mine published. Now, the hard part with that is I don't really have anything substantial written yet, but I've decided I've wasted enough time. I've spent enough time putting that on the back burner or feeling like, oh, I can't do it, or maybe I'm not good enough, It's like, how do I know if I don't try? So, anyway, but yeah, so I work on that, and that's my goal for the year. And I totally forgot what I was gonna say to you guys. I had, as I'm driving home from work, I have this whole spiel in my head that I'm just like, talk about this, and I'll talk about this, and I'll talk about this. And of course, once I get on here, it's like, yeah. So, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. The brain kind of tends to get a little fried when you're working a lot of hours and stuff. So, oh, I know what I could show you guys. I got, speaking of work, we just recently got done redoing the whole aisle that has like all the shampoo and conditioner, hairspray, and all that. And I got myself some new shampoo and conditioner. It's O2, which is oxygen technology and cloudberry extract. No idea what cloudberry is, but anyway, it's supposed to help with fine hair, which is what I have. It's supposed to moisturize, volumize, and all that stuff. Debutize, all the tizes. Oh, I remember what else I was going to talk to you guys about. So, well, two big things that I've recently discovered. One thing is, I don't know how many of you guys watch the Game Grumps on YouTube, but I have been watching them for a while, and I love their commentaries on like video games. I'm a big YouTuber fan. I'm a big fan of watching people play games on YouTube. I like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Cryotic, oh gosh, who else? There's others. There's definitely others. Sky does Minecraft, all kinds of people like that. And I love watching other people play games. Well, one of the YouTuber, YouTubers that I like, well, is the Game Grumps, and I love listening to Dan and Aaron, um, make jokes and be funny, and they even do some serious stuff. They even talk about some serious stuff while they're playing games and stuff, and I like listening to that. Um, so because of me watching Game Grumps, I found out that Dan Avidan, I think is his last name. Anyway, so he is part of a band called Ninja Sex Party with with a guy, a friend of his. It's really rather funny because it's him and Ninja Brian, and his moniker is Danny Sexbag, and his personality is exactly what you'd expect from that name. He's like goes around, seducing women and all that, and Brian's Ninja Brian, and he is a ninja, and he goes around stabbing people, and it's a lot of fun. The songs are very, I won't say irreverent, although a few of them are, but they're just more just plain silly. They just have a lot of fun. Like there's one song that they do called the Dinosaur Laser Fight, and it's all about dinosaurs fighting with lasers in space. And it's like so totally random, but it's a lot of fun. And so anyway, I'm a big fan of theirs. So yeah. So it's really kind of cool. The other thing that I've recently discovered, as you guys know, Keith and I have been trying to find a game that we could play together, other than Minecraft. And Keith was having problems with his computer for a while. Well, he's got a new graphics card now, and so he's still not able to play the game that we want to play together, but he's able to play Minecraft now, and Star Trek Online, and a lot of the other games that that he likes to play. So he's basically but he got me looking into Elder Scrolls Online, because I was looking into like the MMOs, the big multiplayer, massive worlds stuff. And so I was just browsing the internet and came across this website that said like Elder Scrolls Online, and you can download the game, and you can make characters and go through the world, and it's an actual story. They have like an actual story that goes along with the game, and it's really pretty interesting. I don't know if I want to go into the story at all. I don't know if I want to spoil it for you guys, if any of you haven't played it. But yeah, it's really a blast. I started playing it on my own while waiting for Keith to get his graphics card, and but what was funny is they just recently did like an update, massive update to the game. They added a completely new town and who knows what else to it. But apparently the specs are now just higher than the processor Keith has in his computer that he bought. And so he's like, ugh, because he wants to get on and play with me and everything. But it's just, and so I've got to wait until he can come on and play with me. But, yeah. So, he's just, I don't know, it's just a blast. My first character is a wood elf, and, which is really kind of fun. Yes, I'm thinking, yeah, Legolas from Lord of the Rings, but maybe not so over the top, you know? Um, but yeah, so basically, my girl, she runs around, um, and I gave her the name Leanna, um, Leahannna. I kind of combined, well, one of my characters on Heroes the RPG is named Leia. Leia has always been one of my favorite names. And, and Anne is my last name, is my middle name. And so it's always, I was, and it's funny because, making the character was okay. And that's the first thing you do. You know, they, you know, they bring up this randomized character and then you can create it however you want, whatever race, whatever, And it's just funny because they have, they have like high elves, they have wood elves, they have orcs, they have, what's the other ones that they have cat people. I forget what they call it, Calites or something like that. Anyway, but yeah. And then there's humans and other, other types of beings and all that. And it's a lot of fun. And the story is just so massive. But what I really like about the game is that it, you have the big epic quest. So when you start out, you quickly find out that something happened to you. And which is why you ended up where you are when the game starts. And you have to fight your way out. You have this mysterious person, kind of a spirit almost, show up, and he like explains a few things to you. And he's like, you have to rescue me, you have to get me out of here so we can both get out of here. And so then you're like, okay. And so then you run across another person who comes along your cell and lets you out. And then you make a break for it. You grab like whatever weapon you can find and you fight. And fight your way out. And you release this. He's called the Prophet. I don't know if he has like an actual name, but that's what you know him as. And so you go into the room where he's being held, you break him out, and then the two of you are like, he does something, he works some magic, and the two of you get lifted up and out of wherever you're at. And so it's really kind of fun because then you wake up on the, well, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but like for me, I woke up on this ship that was docked at this town. And so I was like, then you get to go and explore. And they have all the typical questing type stuff. They have your campfires, you have all the little stations scattered throughout the town that you can go to do like crafting, that kind of stuff. So, and the other fun part is that wherever you go, you get people who like approach you and they like give you quests. Like I was literally going down the gangplank from the boat that I'd been on, and this person comes up to me, hands me a message, And my character is basically invited to go visit the orcs. And then that starts another quest when I get ready to leave, that starts another quest. And I have to accompany this caravan. Well, the caravan leaves without me or something, and then by the time I get to it, they've been ambushed, and the marauders had just escaped with the supplies and everything. And so it's like, you've got to get them back, you've got to get the supplies, or find out who's behind this and stuff. And so I go out, and it's really cool because there's a lot of like little quests. And it's like, in the middle of doing one quest, somebody will approach me and be like, hey, I know you're doing this, but can you help me out with this? And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because you get to pick and choose which quests you can do. And the other cool thing about being in a town is you can, like, they have all these guilds. They have like a fighter's guild, they have a mage's guild, they have like a magic guild, that kind of thing. And so basically, you can pick to join one of these groups, and you can go on adventures for them. Like, I joined the Mages Guild, and their main goal is to collect all these old tomes, all these old books and manuscripts and stuff. And of course, that's right up my alley because I'm like, old books, and everything. And so I'm just like, and, it might run me into some dungeons somewhere down the road because, there might be some massive books in the dungeon or whatever. But anyway, so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to learn. There's a lot of it. It's kind of nice because there is a tutorial, but it kind of throws you in. It kind of throws you right into the action, and you don't really know if it's a tutorial or not. But yeah, so it's really a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to learning much more about the game. And what I'll do is I'll upload some gameplay of it next time I play. I'm a little bit nervous because I have heard that there are spiders in the game. And if you think Minecraft spiders were bad, these spiders apparently look a heck of a lot more realistic. And I'm just like, oh, that's not good. Because, I mean, they're like Minecraft spider size, but they're, they look a heck of a lot more. They're not as square. They look a heck of a lot more like real spiders. And I'm just like, oh, that's good. So which dungeons are those again? So I can avoid them like the plague? But, yeah, so... But yeah, it's a good game, and I really am enjoying it for the most part. Like I said, there are a few things that I'm just kind of like... Because there's really no... Like the first... Okay, so like the first weapon that I picked up when the game started for me was this big, massive sword. And it's a two-handed sword, It's basically what you have to hold on to with both hands. And I'm going on, I'm slashing and hacking and all that. And it's like, as you go along, apparently you get other weapons, or you have the opportunity of making other weapons and stuff like that. And one of the things I picked up apparently is a staff of some sort. And my character is also magically inclined. She's a Templar. And so, but there was no like explanation of, okay, this is what it means to be a Templar. This is how you can do, you know. So a way it was kind of fun, but another way it was like I wish there'd been more of the tutorial. I wish it could have been like, oh, I see you're a Templar. Let me show you about what you can do, you know. So I've been watching YouTube videos, of course, and trying to figure out, okay, so what do I do here? You know. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of fun because they just kind of throw you in there, and it's like, but you're never really like in over your head. Well, I take that back. You can fairly easily get out of situations when you get in over your head. Like, for one example, so my character, the last I played, was on the trying to figure out who's behind the people stealing the supplies from the orc villages. And there's a lot of little quests that pop up here and there, and people come up and ask you for help and stuff. And so I met the orc captain. I got a note that said something about the attack being on the inside, like one of the orc people were responsible for it. Show him, and he's like begrudgingly, I don't like that you're here, elf, but you know, I'll let you help anyway. And he's like, go to this city and see what you can find, you know, about the person who's behind this. See what you can find about it. And so I was on my way to this city, and keep in mind that it's dark out, and I'm running along, and all of a sudden I run into this guy who has a cart who's overturned, and so he's like, I need help. Me and my partners were transporting books to this new city, and we were attacked, and my two partners are gone. They disappeared. Don't know what happened to them. And so, you know, can you help me find them? And so I was like, yes, I will help you. You know, you have the option to say yes or no. And so I'm going along. And the funny thing is, what they were transporting were books. And I'm thinking, ooh, I just signed up with the Mages Guild. Wonder if they have any books that the guild would like. And so I'm running along, and the nice thing is they have a map feature, and they show you like where your dungeons are, where you are currently on the map, where the nearest way shrines are, which is how you can transport yourself from one place to the other. And it also shows you, like, if you need to go talk to somebody and they're off in the distance somewhere, it'll show you where they are on the map so that you can go do that. And it'll also show you, like, what cities are there and that kind of thing. So it's funny because I'm running along and I look at my map and there's a little symbol that that's basically, here are the two people that part of this guy's party. So I'm running toward them, and all of a sudden, these harpies come out of nowhere. And not only can they fly, but they can also shoot electricity. And so I was basically toast. And I was like, and when you die, you have the option to like revive your. You can revive yourself, but you can revive yourself where you are, or you can revive yourself at the nearest way shrine. Well, I did not want to revive myself right there where I was because that would just cause me to die again. And especially since my weapons at that point were pretty worn out. They were almost the part of falling apart. And so I'm like, okay. So I transported myself to the nearest way shrine and revived. So it was kind of funny because it was like, do you want to revive here or do you want to? And I'm like, yeah. No, I don't think so. Those harpies are like right there, you know. So, like I said, it's a lot of fun because you don't know really what's coming. I mean, they kind of give you some clues, but at the same time, it's not really like, go here and you will see this. Go here if you want to fight orcs or if you want to fight harpies or whatever, you know, so that's a lot of fun. And the other cool thing, it's kind of like Minecraft in the fact that you can craft things. So there's supposedly a way where you can like chop up certain trees, chop wood, or you can mine different things and get ore and that kind of stuff. And then you can take those back to town. So I'm really kind of curious. So I keep going on it and see how far I can get and stuff. Um, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun playing because you see a lot of other people kind of running around and you can interact with them if you want to. You know, you can make them your friends or whatever. And I even had this one person who I still don't know who they were, but um they were they came along beside me and helped me deal with some of the enemies and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. That was kind of neat. But yeah, so I think I'm going to really enjoy playing multiplayer on that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Not much to report on the whole going to England thing. I've kind of given up on going there or trying to apply for another visitor's visa. Just basically because last time I did, they were basically like, well, you need to prove that you can make more money, that you're making more money, or you need to, you need to pay off your student loan, blah, 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 blah. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm attempting to pay off my student loan. I'm attempting to put in as much money as I can in savings. While still living my life, you know. It's like I get snacks, you know, Mountain Dew. I get stuff, you know, stuff from work. I probably buy too much of the snacks and stuff, but at the same time, it's like I keep telling people, you know, it's like I have hardly any vices, you know, and I'm not saying that this is wrong for people to do or anything, but it's like I don't drink, I don't smoke I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't, you know, I don't do a lot of stuff, and so it's like, you know, if I want to eat a bunch of combos or whatever, or if I want to get some chocolate, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so anyway, but as far as that, I'm kind of hoping, and I know Keith is planning, he's got to find a new place to live, but other than that, because his landlord is selling the building that he's currently living in. But other than that, so he's trying to save up as much money as he can so that he can get a new place to live. But then he also wants to come back over here and have another vacation and maybe stay for a little bit longer the next time. And that would be awesome in my opinion. I'd love to show him around, and we've been talking about going to see Captain Kirk's birthplace, which is apparently not too terribly far away from where I live, so that would be kind of fun. But yeah, so that's pretty much the deal as far as I know, guys. It's just kind of basically the waiting game now, and just kind of see what happens first. If Keith can come over here first, or if I can pay off my student loan and maybe get another visitor's visa. I don't know. We'll all just have to see what happens. But of course, I will keep you guys updated, and of course, I will keep you guys going with gameplay. I was also thinking about downloading Undertale because I've heard it's on Steam, and that's another game that I've seen a lot of people play online and seems to be pretty good. So, let me know what you think. And yeah, so anyway, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna go be online, go do a little writing, and I'm gonna have some snacks. So I will talk to you guys later.